true sweater weather is finally upon us. I'm gonna officially say fall is here. We're going to be seeing the leaves turning color soon, and it's kind of cold today. So I decided to bring my cozy sweater out and make a hot cup of coffee, which doesn't happen very often. I hope that October is a beautiful month for you guys, full with joy, peace, relaxation, and most of all, coziness. If you guys are new here, hello, my name is Carmen Santana, and I am a productivity, lifestyle, and wellness content creator here on YouTube. So welcome to my October monthly reset. For this reset, we're actually going to be switching things up a little bit, but I will be talking to you guys more about that once we're ready to set new intentions. First, let's review how we did on our September goals and intentions. Alrighty, for September, I divided my goals and intentions into 4 categories, which were personal health, wellness, social media, and faith. For personal, I have read 4 to 5 books, and I actually read 7 books, and then I'm also halfway through 2 books, so that's pretty good. We can put a check mark there. Then I have decorated for fall, which you guys already saw in my last video. Create a fall bucket list, which I also made a video about. You guys will also be seeing soon. And then I have finished planning my anniversary week. We did finish planning at least some of the days that we're going to be spending together, so we're going to put a check mark to that. And then I have incorporate more self-care time and planning time weekly. For planning time weekly, I did pretty good at that. And when I say self-care time, I mean intentional. Like, I separated this time to take care of myself. So that I only ended up doing 2 ways. But we're gonna put a check mark on that because we did something. Work on my social life. I did hang out with my friends once this week, but I was more intentional when it comes to my social life through communication. Full self photo shoot, which, like I mentioned in my last reset, my September reset, that I was gonna do this depending on if the leaf already changed color. But here where I live, not yet. I want it to be a lot more vibrant when it comes to the color, so we're gonna wait. Moving on to health and wellness, I have exercised at least 3 times per week or try to renew the gym membership, which I did not. And I should have known better than to put certain things here on this reset because I had way too many things going on this month with my 30th birthday, my 5-year anniversary, getting things ready for fall, like going fall shopping, obviously decorating for fall, and it just took a lot of my time. I need to do better. Then I have drink my daily water intake. We did good there. And then I have eat healthier by avoiding breads and too much sugar. We did good in the sugar aspect, but the bread, it was like probably one of the worst months I ever had. Consistency with drinking probiotic, magnesium, vitamin D, and potassium. I did okay with magnesium and potassium, but I actually ran out of my probiotics and my vitamin D. I have consumed more protein daily, which I did. And then moving on to social media, I have YouTube, and I believe I have 5 videos, and then this would be number 6 if I'm not mistaken. Then I have TikTok. I did post a story, and I do have a video saved up for today. We're still gonna try to do another one for the month end. So officially we did 1 out of 2. Then I have faith. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. I did not pray every day, but I did better with reading my devotional. I can say I probably did it 2 per week, but to pray every day, I did not. So I can say that we did okay for the month of September, which is why I wanted to take a different approach in setting new goals and intentions for October. I just felt that I haven't been connecting with the usual structure that I use to set my goals. And I think what the problem is, I need to focus on the smaller step first to be able to achieve those goals. So basically, I want to break my goals into smaller goals, focusing more on creating habits and allowing myself to be consistent in those habits first rather than just setting arbitrary goals every single month. I just felt like at one point I was creating goals just to create them, and it's not like those goals weren't true to myself. I just felt that I wasn't there yet. For example, I can't put on my monthly goals to read every day or to read 10 books that month without first working on creating the habit of reading every day, which in turn make those goals even harder harder to reach because I'm now focusing on the change within myself first and on establishing the foundation to be able to achieve those goals. This is my October monthly reset intention for the month of October, and what I'm using is Notion, in case you guys were wondering. These are the questions I was talking to you guys about. Well, the first one's not really a question, actually. It's just to October. It's just me saying to October. I hope it's full with peace, with forgiveness, and grace for myself. And for others, I want October to be a mind reset. What are my goals for this month? And my goal is to focus on finding out what system worked best for me in creating content, but also in my personal life. Giving myself grace to figure out what that is. I want to create a schedule or routine where I have time to create, but also time for self-care and having meaningful time with family, and to get back on track with my daily habits. What I am looking forward to. I am looking forward to the full effect of fall, to the beautiful autumn colors, the fall activities, the fall content, the cozy nights, and the warm soups. So my focus for October, I have keep up consistent upload schedule. Right now I'm uploading basically 1 video per week. My goal is to one day be able to do 2 videos per week. Find a good pace and schedule for recording, editing, and uploading, and that include also other platforms that I want to get into as well. Then I have truly resetting and getting back to building good habits on a daily basis. For example, my morning routine and reading my devotional every morning. So we need to work on that on a daily basis. And then I have do more of the things that bring me joy. That ties in with the self-care time. Then I have no screen time 1 hour before bed. I've been so bad at going to sleep at a reasonable time because I end up falling asleep like at 2 and 3 and sometimes 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. I've always had really bad insomnia, and when I have stuff to do and I don't write it down, that's when it's the worst. That's when my mind just keeps going and running through the night, and then I don't end up I really just can't fall asleep. So I want to try 1 hour before bed, just not use my phone at all, and then pick up a book and read. I feel like reading always helps me fall asleep and just helps me unwind. Implement more autumn inspired food. Just want to enjoy more of that. I feel that not only will help me to enjoy more of the soups and comfort food that I like during the season, but also it will help me find and try new food ideas and soups idea for fall as well. Prioritize my faith, which I think is self-explanatory, which is what I'm trying to do on a daily basis. October activities, and I have quite a bit here. I have a wedding to attend on the first week of October. Looking forward to that. Then I would love to decorate the porch for fall, even if it's just adding some lights or adding some pumpkins. Fall self photo shoot that I mentioned before. And I would love to go apple picking, and like I mentioned also in my autumn bucket list, I would love to do a apple pie, but we'll see. Then I have attend a Halloween light show or just do something spooky of some sort. Then enjoy fall bakes and food, and also visit a farmer's market. So that is it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, all within one same focus, but also not forgetting to just enjoy the season, which is what October's activity is there to remind me. So now what we're going to do is sticker plan on my physical planner. I usually like doing this after setting my intentions because I basically transfer all that or most of it into the physical planner, so I am able to see everything on the month. And also I add when I get paid, any bills, any major plans or anything of that sort. So let's get started. This is how my October calendar turned out. I wrote the quote that I put on my monthly reset page. I wrote some things down that I wanted to focus on, October activities, some important events, and then the stickers for the bills, my YouTube content. Subject to change, but that is where we are. For the month of September, I had an extensive list of books that I wanted to read, and I'll put it somewhere on the screen. I don't want to go through all of them again, so I'm just going to tell you guys ones that I did read, which was Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. That one I purchased on my Kindle. Then I started reading graphic novels, and I picked up this one by Garlic and Vampire. It's such a cute, wholesome story, and honestly, I would rate it a 4 out of 5. It was a nice read. I honestly read it in like 20 minutes, but it was cute to see the graphic designs. It was adorable, actually. Along the same lines, I read The OK Witch. I actually enjoy this book a lot, and there's a second part to this book, but it's set more in the winter, so I think I'll be reading that more like towards November. Anyways, this one, it was about a young girl who discovers she has powers, and yeah, I actually enjoy this a lot, honestly. And again, it's also a graphic novel. Then I also read Squad by Maggie Tokuda. I'm gonna butcher it. It's about a group of friends who turn out to be werewolves. And honestly, I rate this book a 2 out of 5. Like, I wasn't expecting anything major, but the story got to the highest point, you know, like when everything starts to unravel, and literally after that, there was like 2-3 pages left, and that was the end. So that tells you a lot. Then my favorite one so far, and not because of the plot, listen, it's because of the colors. The plot was not there. The story, honestly, same thing happened with Squad as well. You get to the big part of the story and then it's over. But I still recommend this book just to even have it because it's the prettiest things, honestly. I love this so much. Just looking at the pictures and the cover. Yeah, I love it. And the books that I am currently reading that I'm halfway through and hopefully I will finish by the end of this month is called The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. And guys, I have to say, this book is so wholesome. There's a plot in the story. I know that. But honestly, I don't even read it for the plot. I read it because it's so wholesome. Like, the characters are so lovable. I caught myself laughing and just smiling while I'm reading it. It just makes me feel so cozy and warm on the inside. So you guys should definitely pick up this book. Like I said, I'm honestly only halfway through, but I'm sure I'm gonna love that book. And then the next one that I'm also reading is called Pumpkin Spice and Not So Nice. And this one is on my Kindle. It was free with an unlimited Kindle. Don't get me wrong. By Becky Monson. And this one is giving me Hallmark movies type, set in a small town, and her family owns a farm where they do a lot of fall activities. So we talk here a lot about pumpkin spice and the cold air and the crisp air, and yeah, this is definitely giving me the vibes. And I like the story so far. It's basically a romance, how she always ends up falling for the wrong guy, and then so happened to be that the last 4 guys that she dated, they all moved on from her and ended up getting married right after her, and they invite her to the wedding. So it's basically her going through the motions and trying to figure out why is it that every time she dates someone and making them open up, she's always the one that they basically learn from to then move on and find their soulmate. And then she meets this guy. I'm not gonna go too much into the details of it, but basically just helping him with something, and at the same time she has her guard up, trying to not fall. So far that's where I'm at. Again, halfway through, but so far I enjoy it. Definitely giving me the full vibe. The first one in our list for October, I have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, and this one is about a witch and a vampire. So I'm excited to read this one. I had it in my September TBR, but honestly I grabbed it and I noticed that it was 500 pages and it was hard to start, but hopefully we can read it in October. I'm going to be reading The Haunting of Evelyn Jones, and look out the beautiful cover, guys. I just love it. And then the last physical book is called How to Survive Your Own Murder. And I don't know much about this other than the little synopsis part here. Rule number 1, never go into the corn maze alone. Nothing good happens on Halloween. Never be distracted by hot bad boy. And number 4, don't die this time. So that is all I know about it. So I'm excited to read this one more towards Halloween. Now moving on to the books that I will be reading on my Kindle. The Witch of Halloween House And I'm gonna read you guys the synopsis real quick. There's an old house up on a hill in the wood that the kids call Halloween House. They accuse the mysterious old woman who lived there of being a witch until the rumors got out of hand and the panicked townspeople burned her house down with her in it one Halloween. She only said one thing before she died: a curse on all of you. So there's actually a part 2 to that one as well, and it is free with Kindle Unlimited. It's the season 4 Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. I've been meaning to read this one. It's also free on Kindle. And then the last one is A House with Good Bones, which I've seen all year round. I came across this book so many times. I'm hoping that I can read it this month. So that is going to be all the books that I want to read for the month of October. Hopefully I get to read all of them. I am so excited for all the autumnal books for this month. I cannot wait. So that is going to be it for this reset. I just feel a lot lighter now that I know where my head is at for the upcoming month, and I just hope that you guys are excited as well for October, for all the spooky vibes and all things fall, and hope that you guys embark as well in this journey with me to kind of take a step back to be able to work on our daily habits and just basically the foundation to be able to accomplish our goals and be successful. And anyways, you guys have a good one, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to a new month, and I just love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.